It's championship day of the Arizona Youth Sports League's U11. And today, it's the undefeated and number one ranked Arizona Thunder taking on DeMond Williams and the D1 Arizona. We're coming to you from Moon Valley High School in Phoenix. I'm Chubb Lowry with APN Video Sports. The Thunder coming in here undefeated at 7-0, while D1, the number 2 seed, comes in with a record of 6-1.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Moon Valley High School for today's Arizona Youth Sports League U11 State Championship Spring Season between DeMond Williams and the D1 and the Arizona Thunder led by Jerry Ingram. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 seed, Arizona Thunder. First, the player introductions. Number 1, Aaron Tejada. Number 2, Che Jones. Number 4, Desmond Ingram. Number 7, Aysl Torres. Number 8, Michael Lancer. Number 9, Damian Draper. Number 11, the quarterback, Jesse Rocha. Number 12, Joseph Fortner. Number 17, Brady Burrows. Number 18, Gilbert Guerra. Number 20, Dylan Fisher. Number 21, Dominic Roebuck. Let's go. Number 22, Joseph Rodriguez. Number 24, Kalen Jardine. Number 27, Marcus Guadiana. Number 34, Dylan Gore. Number 42, Jamorian Jackson. Number 48, Isaiah Molinar. Number 50, Jacob Reyes. Number 88, Mike Nunez. Number 92, Brian Vineyard. And number 13, Jacob Molina.
All right, when we come back, all the exciting play-by-play action of the AYSL Spring Season State Championship D1 and the AZ Thunder. Welcome back to APN Video Sports. Jeff Lowry with you, apnvideo.com. Our website, our new website, check it out. Let's take a look at the team captains first for the AZ Thunder. They are led by one of their most valuable players, Michael Lancer, number 8. Number 21, sure-handed Dominic Roebuck. Jamorian Jackson, number 42. And number 92, one of the important guys up front, Brian Vineyard, who's had a big season defensively for DeMond Williams' team. It'll be DeMond Williams Jr., the X-Man Sharp, J.C. Dickerson, also big Leighton Firestone, maybe the biggest kid in the league, and number 7 was Kyrie Washington. There's a look at Jerry Ingram, the head coach. He's assisted by Jason Fisher, Michael Lancer, Joseph Reyes, Henry Rocha, and Brian Vineyard. So we're back here from Moon Valley High School getting set for the opening kickoff. It'll be Dickerson and Williams back to receive, and kicking another valuable weapon to the Arizona Thunder this year in Isaiah Molinar. He's kicked many two-point conversions and has done a great job punting and on kickoffs. It's the 11U State Championship of the Arizona Youth Sports League, and we're ready to go. And the opening kickoff, a squib kick to the near side. It goes out of play, and this game is underway. The Thunder coming in here, as I said, in the white. They're going to Well, are they going to re-kick this? No, they're going to set up their offense here, and they'll start inside their own territory at their own 39-yard line. So our first play from scrimmage, Damon Williams Jr., the 10-year-old, is at quarterback. First down and 10, and they come out running the ball to Dickerson. He finds a seam on the near side. He's going to be very close to a first down, a gain of 9. Wrapped up there defensively by a young man having a big year with a couple of pick sixes and Joseph Rodriguez. And it's going to bring up a second down and 1. Ball placed at the 48-yard line inside their own territory. D1, the defending spring season champions. They won it last year over the Phantoms at Northwest Christian High School. Handoff to the X-Man, pushing his own men out of the way and going around the left edge for the first down. And he'll be wrapped up near the 47-yard line. A gain of 8 and a first down for D1. The defense up front, Molinar and, of course, number 18, Gilbert Guerra. He's had a tremendous season. And Vineyard, one of the top linebackers in the league, Aaron Tejada. Doesn't get challenged most games because up front they're so strong, the Thunder is defensively, but he's going to get challenged here today. Here's a handoff running to the left side. Actually, this is the quarterback, and Damon Williams is inside the Thunder 35-yard line down to the 34. A pickup of 13 yards in their second first down on the drive. Now, these two teams have already met once. It was in week 2 of the season, and it was a 12-0 victory for AZ Thunder. And their run defense was absolutely tremendous. But we got a completely different look from Damon Williams' team here today as they run this one straight ahead with Dickerson. Vineyard again on the tackle, number 92, and he'll be in double figures before this thing's over. 27, Marcus Guadiana and Kalen Jardine have both had monster seasons for the AZ Thunder. Almost jumping off sides. Ball resting right around the 31-yard line. We're going to get a timeout. But Damon Williams' team, they know that they have to establish the run. They could not do that in the first game. AZ Thunder was so tremendous on the run, especially between the tackles. But you can see they've got a bunch formation up front. They are loading up that offensive line. And at times we may even see an extra lineman in there. And this offensive line is very good. Poirier at left tackle, Firestone at left guard, Estes at center, Perez at right guard, Quintana at right tackle. The quarterback is Damon Williams. Third down coming up, and I think their best weapon is number 5. And he should get the ball quite a bit. He is a bruising back. He gets the ball inside the 20 or the 30-yard line, and that's enough for the first down. So this is already their third first down, a well-sustained drive. Handoff running over the A-gap right and stopped after about a 2-yard pickup. Phenomenal defensive play by Molinar. So Molinar and number 8 always in there. Michael Lancer does such a great job of plugging the holes. And that's going to bring up a second down, and let's call it second down and 7 from about the 24-yard line. No score, opening drive of the contest. This is the U11 state championship spring season for the AYSL, and we're going to get a false start against the offense. So that'll move them back 5 yards. Redo second down here. And now you're looking at a second down and about 12. Ball resting right around the 28-yard line. And Damon Williams caught in the backfield and then made something out of nothing. Molinar, but it was the hard-hitting Dylan Fisher who finishes up as well as anyone. And Marcus Guadiana, a tremendous job for this AZ Thunder defense. Che Jones at one of the shutdown corners. Jason Fisher, Michael Lancer, Joseph Reyes, Henry Rocha, and Brian Vineyard, all assistant coaches for Jerry Ingram, the head coach. Third down. Third and long here for D1, trying to keep this drive alive. And they will run it over the right side. Good stop that time and good containment. Vineyard closing the gap. Gar and Fisher were there too. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 here. Ball resting at the 23-yard line. So 4th and 9 here. This is the 12th play of the drive, and this drive started back at the D1 39. Toss pitch to Ortiz, left side. This will be a turnover on downs. Rodriguez, Guadiana, and some of the other AZ Thunder getting in there. So a 12-play drive is thwarted right around the 20-yard line. It went 40. 12 plays, 40 yards, but nothing to show except moving the ball downfield. And our first look at the AZ Thunder, #1 ranked team in the state of Arizona at the U11. And they're led by their outstanding right-handed throwing quarterback, Jesse Rocha. Well, an offensive front line, Molinar, Guerra, they're on that left side. With the tight end, Brady Burrows. We'll give you the rest of the offensive line here in a moment. Handoff, and here is one of their primary weapons. Desmond Ingram along the near side, and he's out of bounds after about a 17-yard pickup. Pushed out of bounds by Damon Williams and moved the chains. 1st down and 10 for the AZ Thunder. So they move the ball up to about the 38-yard line, now the 39. 15 yards for Ingram, and now they go to their other primary weapon out of the backfield in Gore, and he's all the way up to midfield, and he will be marked down right at the 50-yard stripe. 11 yards later, back-to-back 1st down runs for the AZ Thunder. Well, since the start of the season, Ingram is the leader in tackles, or in touchdowns, I should say, with 10, Rodriguez with 9, Gore with 8. So those have been the 3 big weapons, but Rodriguez has 2 pick-6 to his credit. 1st down and 10 from the 50-yard line, and they'll screen it out to big Jamarian Jackson, who makes a leaping catch behind the line of scrimmage and then made something out of nothing and gains close to 6. Xavier, the X-Man Sharp, on the tackle over there on the far side. So they mark the ball at the 44, pickup of 6, brings up a 2nd down and 4. We are scoreless in this U11 championship game. And here's the dangerous Ingram going back to work inside D1 territory, and he's out of bounds. Lamont Williams making the tackle, but not before a huge run. And we got an injured player on the field. This is APNvideo.com. We'll be back. Well, a warm day. We're expecting gusts of wind, possibly as high as 40 miles per hour out here. So we've had you can hear it a little bit in the background. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. So after the run by Desmond Ingram, who has 2 carries for 41 yards, 1st down and 10 from the D1 17, and Gore over the right side gets it inside the 15 and down close to the 13. He'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. And a good charge up front, led by the center, Torres. Isaiah Torres having a fine year at center. Gore, 2nd consecutive carry, gets the right edge, now changes his field of direction. He takes it into the end zone, touchdown. 13-yard run, and that makes it 6-0 in favor of the Thunder. So the first points on the board belong to the AZ Thunder. Gore from 13 yards out, a tremendous job of blocking up front, led by Damian Draper and Lancer. And now Molinar in for the extra point. Out of the hold of Rodriguez. Vineyard has been the long snapper, but the kick is going to be short. And actually it wasn't short, it was just a little wide to the right, no good. So the Thunder lead it 6-0. This coaching staff, they've done a tremendous job with the AZ Thunder. They've been clearly the best team this year, but I think you have to consider that after the kind of game that this Arizona Thunder team played last week, they are going to have to come out here much more intense than they were in week number 2. I don't think that the D1 football team was as good as they are right now. And I think this is going to be a much closer game. as Fisher comes in there and lays a big stick, number 20. I'll tell you what, this is not a big guy. He is not the biggest player on the field, but I'll tell you, pound for pound, he probably lays a wallop better than anybody. That's the end of quarter number 1. 6-0 AZ Thunder coming to you from Putman Field on the campus of Moon Valley High School. And this is the Arizona Sports League's 11U state championship. Number 1 ranked AZ Thunder, undefeated at 7-0, coming off a 37-0 win over the Mustangs in the semifinals last week. D1 is coming off a 26-0 thrashing over the Phantoms, and they are the defending spring season champions. They come out running the ball on 1st down and 10, and they'll mark the ball down to 44 of the AZ Thunder, and it was Fisher back-to-back plays. 3rd down, line to gain is the 43, and the carry goes over the 40, and that's the big guy, and that's Xavier Sharp. Jay Jones getting in on the play. They shut down one of the shutdown corners along with the other shutdown corner, Joseph Rodriguez. I think with the wind conditions here and our game time temperature right around 95 degrees, 92 to be exact. Handoff running to the right side, and good job by Gilbert Guerra, and shaking up a little bit on the play is Dylan Fisher. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Ball resting at the 33-yard line. And they're going to be close to a 1st down as they run this one over the B-gap right. Molinar on the tackle of J.C. Dickerson. So they'll mark the ball at the 29, and nope, they are a little short. 3rd and 1 here. This drive started back at the D1 47-yard line, and Williams, who was shaken up on that last play, and they are shaken up on this play, Williams took the direct snap. It looked as if maybe Xavier Sharp was going to take it, and did he take a wallop? And Molinar really laid the Thunder, no pun intended. Unfortunately for Damon Williams, his young talented quarterback is going to be all right. 6-0 is our score. 2nd quarter action. They'll bring out the chains. I don't think he made it. That was a tremendous play. I mean, Isaiah Molinar is having a big year, and they're going to be a little short of the 1st down, so it's going to be 4th down and inches here. 7th play of the drive coming up for D1 football. And the reason they call themselves D1 football, because each player can pick their hopefully their future college, but their favorite football college. Ball comes loose. Here's Dickerson, and he's going to be caught from behind, and down he goes. And it was Molinar again. And he's going to be wrapped up for about a 7-yard loss. Flags are down. And we got a personal foul. Face masking against the offense. That penalty will be declined. It'll be a turnover on downs. Jay Jones making another big-time play. You know, the corners and really the pass protectors on this team really have not been challenged that much this year. When they've made them pay. 5 pick sixes this year for the AZ Thunder defense. So 1st down and 10, ball resting right at the 35-yard line. And we're going to get an offsides against the defense. And that's going to bring up a 1st down and 5. So they'll move it up to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 5 for the AZ Thunder. And Firestone jumped off sides, and that'll net them 1st down at the 45-yard line. Only the 2nd possession of the game for AZ Thunder. Gore over the right side finds a big hole. Earl on the tackle, but not before. He is going to be wrapped up. That should be a 1st down run, and the officials are moving it back. That's not a very good spot. So they'll move it back to the 46, 2nd down and 1. AZ Thunder leads it 6-0 on a 13-yard run by Gore back in the 1st. Here is Desmond going to work left side, and every time he's touched the ball, he has run for long yards. That's his 3rd carry of the ball game. That'll be good enough, well enough for the first down, right around the 25-yard line. So he has 62 yards on 3 carries. From the 25, first down and 10. And this time the defense rising to the occasion and led by the hard hitter Luke Luna. He might be their best defensive player, along with number 5 Xavier Sharp. No gain on the play, actually lost a yard or 2. Second down and 12, end around. Here's Jamorian Jackson, but he is not going up against a slow defense, and they get him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, J.C. Dickerson, a phenomenal play. They strung that out well. Good job by the defense. There was a flag down. That'll be declined. It'll move them back to the 30. You're looking at a 3rd and 15 here for the AZ Thunder, led by the quarterback, Jesse Rocha. And the ball squirts loose. But AZ Thunder, I think, is going to recover, and that was Rodriguez getting in there, Johnny on the spot. So they'll bring up a 4th down. We're in quarter number 2 of this U11 AYSL State Championship. We're in the spring season on this May 6th. 2017, 4th down. Rodriguez around the left edge. He's got some open running room, but he runs out of real estate, and I don't know if he got the line to gain there. Well, what a phenomenal job on pursuit on the far side. Washington and Williams. And he did indeed pick up the first down. How about that? From the 14-yard line, first down and 10, and they run this one right up the gut. A big 58 getting in there, Dante Quintana. Virtually no gain on the play. Brings up a second down back at the 15-yard line. Rocha, and the give goes to Rodriguez. Rodriguez still on his feet inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds near the 3-yard line. He's got a first down after a 12-yard pickup, and this is looking awfully good for the AZ Thunder right now. Special thanks to Team Mom and Ingram. Special thanks as Rodriguez gets it on second down, and he's going to be stopped cold after maybe a 1-yard pickup. Second and goal from right around the 2. Great tackle by Dickerson, but a special thanks to Shannon Rocha, Tammy Summers, Cynthia Vineyard, and Ingram. And also Mrs. Fisher. Rodriguez over the left side. Did he get in? There is a penalty marker down. Looked like he got in. Now they're going to say about a yard shy or less than a yard shy, but we got holding. And that's a costly penalty right now for the Thunder. They were looking at 3rd and goal from probably inside the 1. So timeout on the field. Special thanks to Mrs. Fisher. And Ingram has done a great job in keeping this team on the right track. Fisher getting a pep talk from Jerry Ingram, the head coach. So now instead of a 3rd and 1, now you're looking at 3rd and goal from the 1. Now you're all the way back around the 12, and we're going to get another penalty offside. So 3rd and goal from, let's say, around the 7. Of course, the hash marks aren't out there. And here is Gore, and Luna wrapped him up, and then he gets finished off by a couple of others, including Elvis Ortiz. So that'll bring up a 4th down here, right? Nope, or is this 3rd? This is 3rd down. The center is Isaiah Torres. Keep it on the ground, and Ingram is going to be stopped shy of the end zone, so it is goal to go. What a phenomenal play by Norian Banks. Of course, both the Banks brothers amongst the team leaders in tackles for the D1 football team. So it's 4th and goal. 4th down and goal from, looks like right around the 3-yard line. Rocha out of the shotgun, and he will fire into the back of the end zone. Tried to hook up with Dominic Roebuck, and it's incomplete. And D1 will take over inside their own 5. With the score, AZ Thunder 6, D1 nothing. Second quarter action. Jeff Lowry with you, APM Video Sports. So from the 3-yard line, first down and 10 for Damon Williams Jr. and his offense. And they'll go with a quick hitter over the right side. Excellent defense. Lancer amongst the first to get in there. Looks like Molinar was also in there. And a pickup of 2 on the play takes them to the 5-yard line. I imagine we're getting very close to the end of this first half, and we are. That is the end of the first half in this U11 AYSL State Championship game. AZ Thunder leads it by a score of 6-0 on APN Video Sports. Back at Putnam Field, Moon Valley High School, U11 State Championship game, 6-0, our halftime score. A 13-yard run off their opening possession by the AZ Thunder, as Dylan Gore found the promised land from 13 yards out, and that's been all the scoring. And fortunately for for AZ Thunder, they'll be receiving the kickoff, and a long booming kick by Sharp. And Fisher will return it, and he'll get it up across the 30-yard line, where he's going to be wrapped up defensively on special teams, Kyrie Washington. Well, since we broke for halftime, the wind has really, really intensified here. And so we're hoping that some of these awnings don't come flying up here and hurt anybody, and especially our APN camera. So first down and 10 as we start the second half, 6-0 Thunder, as they start from their own 30, or I should say the 43-yard line after a nice return. And Gore will hand off, and here's Jackson on the end around to the short side of the field. He makes something out of nothing there. That was a good job by the D1 defense stringing that out. It was the X-Man Sharp and Kyrie Banks on the tackle of big Jamorian Jackson, who comes into this season listed at 146. Pickup of maybe 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Run it straight up the gut, and thought it was Gore at first. And I'll tell you what, this D1 team starting to gear it up on defense. Ortiz leading the charge with Firestone. That was Ingram, who had 4 carries in that first half for 66 yards and doesn't get much there. Gets a gain of 1. 3rd down, and now pushed backwards for negative yards. What a tremendous play by Norian Banks, 43. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 for the AZ Thunder, who lead it 6-0 here. You're watching the Arizona Youth Sports League's U11 State Championship game on APN Sports and APNvideo.com. So they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't think we've thrown the ball yet today. Here's the handoff running straight up the middle. They get a couple of yards on the play. There'll be a 3-yard gain for Ingram, but he is wrapped up by the biggest guy on the field in Leighton Firestone. There'll be a turnover on downs. So Damon Williams, D1 team, will start at the midfield stripe. 3rd quarter action. We're about 3 minutes into the second half, with the AZ Thunder leading D1 Arizona by a score of 6-0. Ball resting at the 48-yard line, 1st down and 10, and the run goes to Dickerson. He slips a couple of tackles, slips 2 tackles, and then finally brought down right around the line of scrimmage on a tremendous play by Lancer. And got some help from Dylan Fisher, Michael Lancer, who continues to make play after play. I think we might have a flag on the play, or they just, this is a 5-yard penalty. So apparently there was there was a hold on the play. These officials don't always, sometimes they do the hand signal too quickly. So all the way back to the 40-yard line. So it ends up being 1st and 22, and run it to the far side, and the Thunder defense truly rising to the occasion. Jardine coming up big, and another flag is down. Hopefully it's not a face mask against the defense. Well, because of the wind, this is going against the defense. So we're going to end up redoing the down here. So redo first down. Now they move it all the way back up to the 47-yard line. Run it straight ahead on first down and about 9. And Fisher collaborating with Gilbert Guerra, number 18, one of the leading tacklers up front for Jerry Ingram's team. He is assisted by Coach Fisher, Lancer, Reyes, Rocha, and Vineyard. And the people who make it all happen behind the scenes: Cynthia Vineyard, Tammy Summers, Shannon Rocha, and Ingram. Handoff on second down. They trying to strip it, not a bad idea, and that's Guadiana. Excellent job on defense. This Thunder team continues to make big plays on defense, and now you're looking at a third down situation. Ball resting at the 42-yard line, and now third down and less than 3. The line to gain looks like it's about the 40-yard line. Penalty marker is down. This is a false start against D1. D1 coming off a 26-0 victory over the Phantoms to advance to this U11 state championship game. So now it's third down and 8. Ball resting right around the 48-yard line of the AZ Thunder. They show blitz out of the shotgun. Williams is going to throw, launches a beautiful pass downfield, and at the 25-yard line, it's going to be dropped. J.C. Dickerson would love to have that one back. So that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down and 8. Let's see if they come with the blitz. Here they come, and the quarterback in trouble, slips a tackle. He's up across the 45, and he's going to dive for the line to gain, and it's going to be close. It is going to be close, and a great effort on defense by Rodriguez, the strong corner coming up. Well, we're going to get a push in the back, an illegal block in the back. That penalty will be declined. It's a turnover on downs, and the AZ Thunder will have it at their own 40-yard line. Third quarter action leading at 6-0. Handoff, left side. Ingram is going to be hit for a loss. Washington and Earl collaborating on a negative yardage play, which will bring up second down and long for the AZ Thunder. Loss of 2, back to the 38. Second down and 12, 6-0. Backs are in the I formation. They go with the up back, and he didn't get much. He got it back to the original line of scrimmage as Quintana and Firestone. Firestone, I mean, he is literally a human brick wall. Number 98 for them. Fisher, he has been shaken up a couple of times in this one. He's a tough competitor. You can see he's trying to shake it off. He's down there at the bottom of the screen, writhing in pain. The way his body language, it almost like, and I know this from experience, like a shoulder injury. Like he just keeps landing on that same one. So now you've got third down and 10. Thunder could use a big play. Haven't scored since the first. Gore on a sweep to the far side, and he's going to gain about 3 or 4. He's going to be upended. Well, I hope his shoulder's going to be all right, by Dickerson and then big old Xavier Sharp. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Fourth down and 6. Ball resting at the Thunder 43, 44-yard line. Out of shotgun, Rocha to throw, and it's incomplete. Good effort by Roebuck. Turnover on downs. It will be D1's football when we come back. Jeff Lowry back here from the ballpark. Moon Valley High School. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line, and they'll run it straight ahead and get maybe 3 on the play. Vineyard, the outstanding linebacker. I'll tell you, when you've got a guy like Brian Vineyard, 128 pounds, I mean, I thought he was a defensive lineman when I first saw him on the field. As a toss pitch to Dickerson, he gets the edge, and he's got the first down, and then a menacing hit by Gore, and the ball comes loose, and the AZ Thunder is saying that's a fumble. I'll tell you, that would be a tough call if we had replay. We're heading to the fourth. It's still 6-0 AZ Thunder from Moon Valley High School. This is APN. 6-0 lead, APN Video Sports and APNvideo.com. My name is Jeff Lowry. So glad you could join us. AZ Thunder up 6-0. We looked at the replay during the break, and there is not enough evidence video-wise to claim that is a fumble. So probably a good call. And now on the next play to start quarter number 4, what a job by Brian Vineyard. That one is going to go for negative yards. Second down. And the X-Man is down to the 20-yard line. And we got an injured player on the field here, and I'll tell you what, he took the brunt of number 5, who is an extremely strong individual. 34, Dylan Gore, 92 pounds. The X-Man probably at least 25 pounds more, and I'm probably being good. Nice first down and 10 from the 20-yard line, and another negative yardage play. Guadiana, that is the third big play he has made here this afternoon. They'll lose a yard on the play, and that wind's starting to pick up. We're getting gusts between 25, and we've even had some as high as the upper 30s or even 40 miles an hour. JC over the right side. First initial hit was by Dylan Fisher. Wrapped up there by number 48, Isaiah Molinar. And now you're looking at a third down and 7. From the 17 of the AZ Thunder. We're in the fourth quarter. Handoff. The X-Man to the outside. Rodriguez tried to trip him up. And they're going to mark him out of bounds right around the 11-yard line. So a gain of 6. And now fourth down and 1. Fear the Thunder is the motto of the 2017 AZ Thunder, who lead it 6-0 here, quarter number 4. Strong winds here at Moon Valley High School. They're loading up the box, both teams. Williams over the right side, and he dives, and he's going to pick up the first down. Initially, it didn't look like he had it, but he's got it by a good yard or 2, and he's down to the 9. So move the chains. That'll be a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it back to the 10-yard line, so it'll be goal to go from the 10. Sharp straight ahead, bouncing off defenders, and he's going to take his team down at least to the 5-yard line, maybe more. And a slew of Thunder in there that time. Jackson and 27 Guadiana and a whole others. Garrow might have been in there first. Gain of 4 to the 6. Second and goal from the 6 of the Thunder, who lead it 6-0 here, quarter number 4. And Damon Williams Jr., they're going to get, well, Coach Damon Williams calls a timeout before the snap. 6-0 Thunder. This is APN Video Sports. In our coverage of the 2017 Arizona Youth Sports League's U11 State Championship. Handoff going to the outside, and a flag is down. No gain on the play. Rodriguez, and it was Dylan Fisher at the bottom of the heap. I'm telling you. 93 pounds, and this young man, I mean, he's a big stick in there. He's almost like that nickel player, you know, like that fifth DB who's kind of a DB/linebacker. The penalty going against D1, and that was costly, but then the X-Man gets him back down to the 7. So now it's third and goal from the 7-yard line, and Thunder can make a stop here, looking good. But they need some points on the board if they're going to win this game. Big Leighton Firestone leading the charge. at left tackle as they loaded up, and they overstacked that offensive line to the left side, and Sharp is down to the 3. Lancer with a tremendous play. And now it's 4th and goal. Can this Thunder team make the stop? 4th quarter action. We're about 2.5, 3 minutes into the second, or into this 4th quarter. And now it's 4th and goal to go. Everybody up on the line. Williams, number 1, the quarterback, and another D1 timeout. So 4th and goal from right around the 4-yard line. Guerra, Molinar up front, along with Lancer, doing a great job plugging the holes. Of course, Vineyard, the middle linebacker. So on 4th down, they go for it, and Dickerson is in to the end zone to tie the game up. Dickerson scores from a couple of yards out, and now D1 has a chance to take their first lead of the contest. And they are not going to make it. They are not going to make it. The knee was down, and what a sensational play by Guadiana. He's done it again. As the wind continues to whip up, the 92-pounder coming up huge as we wait the ensuing kickoff, but we are tied at 6 here in the 4th. But what a phenomenal play by Marcus Guadiana. I mean, he's taking on perhaps the strongest offensive player, maybe the strongest running back in this league. And he took him on, and he made the stop inches away from the goal line. I don't know how he did it. I'm impressed. And now I don't know why Rodriguez went after that. Ball was clearly going to be out of play, but, well, for safe measure, he elected to go for it, and he may have had a little more room over there than it looked like from here. So it might have ended up being a really smart play by Rodriguez. If that ball bounces and goes the other way, anything can happen. So a smart play there by Rodriguez. I'm sorry I even second-guessed him. And the handoff going to the left side, and it looks like Desmond Ingram is shaken up on the play after a 2-yard pickup. Well, if I was tackled by Firestone, I'd be shaken up too. So he's coming off the field. Looks like he's going to be all right. A 6-6 tie here in the 4th quarter. What a game we've got here from Moon Valley High School. U11 state championship, 1 versus 2. AZ Thunder coming in. They have the ball. 7-0. The passing game may be non-existent because they're going against the wind, and this time it is Fisher, and Fisher gets wiped out there after a 3-yard pickup, bringing up a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 37. And a penalty marker down, false start on the offense. What a season this young man has had, Jesse Rocha. So now it is 4th down. Let's call it 4th and 10. Or check that, 3rd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Rocha flushed out of the pocket, running right. He's going to take off with it. He gets it up to the 40 and past the 45-yard line. Or check that, he needed to get to the 37. He's got the 1st down as he is going to be wrapped up on the other side of the 40. And I'll tell you what, that was an impressive run by Jesse Rocha. So they marked the ball right at the 40-yard line. That was a big 3rd down conversion. Ingram, who had 60-some yards on his first 4 carries, has went for negative yards on the last 2. And Luke Luna, one of the powerhouse defensive linemen in this U11 division, makes the tackle, and that is a loss of nearly 6. 2nd down. 2nd and 16, counter play, Fisher left side, and it was Xavier Sharp He just took his head off on that play up to the 38-yard line. Well, Mom Fisher is out there and a little distraught at the fact that her son shaken up on that play. Boy, he is in a lot of pain, and he has laid it all out on the line today. So now the ball resting right around the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 11, well, 10 plus. Rocha, Ingram, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Norian Banks, Kyrie Washington, and just no chance that time for Ingram. And we're going to get a penalty against the AZ Thunder, and that was a face mask. 15 yards, and they're all the way back to the 20. It's like a 19-yard penalty. So now you're looking at 3rd. Let's see, this is 4th and 31, and I think you got to be punting here. Even though you're going up against a strong wind, a good line drive kick would be ideal here. And Molinar back to kick this one. I don't think they're going to run a trick play on 4th and 31. So here's the snap. High snap. Great job by Isaiah. And gets this one up towards midfield. And it's going to go all the way up to midfield. A 30-yard punt with no return. What a tremendous play. And I think this is going to be so beneficial in the long run for D1. So from the 49 of the Thunder, handoff, and J.C. Dickerson actually tripped over Norian Banks' legs, and he's going to be dropped, no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 6-6 tie here in quarter number 4. Dickerson caught in the backfield. Still on his feet, all the way back at the 45. Bringing it upfield, and then he's going to be wrapped up on a great solo tackle on the far side by Joseph Rodriguez, 22. And what a play by J.C. Dickerson just to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. Now in hurry-up offense. 3rd down and 10. 6-6 tie from Moon Valley. A one-hop snap to the quarterback, and the pass complete to Ortiz. He's fighting for yardage. He gets about 3 yards on the play, and it was Rodriguez and Lancer and Vineyard getting over there. What a job by this defense. So it's 4th down. Ball resting right around the 47. And this timeout, is this going to be a D1 timeout? It will be their final, or is this the end of this is the end of regulation. It's the end of regulation from Putnam Field. We are tied. All right, it is overtime. Can you believe this game? And what an effort by both teams. Hard hitting. You got Dylan Fisher over here writhing in pain, who just played his absolute heart out, laid it all out on the line. A nerve-wracking game for both sides. Now we're tied at 6-6, first overtime. Handoff straight ahead, and it was like running into a brick wall for Xavier Sharp. I wonder if he ran into Firestone. That'll be a 1-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. So both teams will have a possession. They get it from the 10-yard line, opponent's 10-yard line, though we're going to stay on the same side of the field when both teams get the ball. 2nd down, toss pitch. Dickerson slips one tackle, trying to get away from Guadiana, and or rather Jardine and Rodriguez, and we may have a face mask against the defense. I think that's what the call is going to be. Let's see.
Face masking. Offense.
No, it's against the offense. Thank you. 15 yards, and this hurts. From the 26, it's 2nd and goal from the 26. Long pass far side, and Sharp goes up, and he makes the catch inside the 5-yard line under blanket coverage by Rodriguez. What a tremendous throw and catch. Damon Williams to Xavier Sharp, and it's 3rd and goal from the AZ Thunder 4. Here in the first overtime in a 6-6 tie. Ball resting just inside the Thunder 5. 3rd down. Unbalanced line right. And JC with the ball, and he's battling, and he gets it down to the 3. 92 once again. Rising to the occasion, Mr. Vineyard. The way he has played here today, he deserves to be called Mr. Vineyard. No free samples today with Vineyard. 4th down, timeout, D1. All right, after the timeout. Jeff Lowry with you, apnvideo.com. Overtime, first possession in overtime. D1 looking at a 4th and goal from the 3. 6-6 tie, first overtime. And Williams, toss pitch to Sharp. Sharp has to change his field. Lancer's got a hold of him. There's a flag. He breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet, and then Molinar, collaborating with Jay Jones, they make the stop, but let's see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask against the defense. So it happened back at the 15, so probably they're going to set it up half the distance, right around the 8. Still 4th down, handoff, Dickerson, and he is going to be stopped. He has been stopped, and now if the Thunder can just put 1 point on the board, they will be crowned spring champions of the Arizona Youth Sports League U11. Well, they were able to overcome what looked like maybe possibly a tough penalty there, a costly penalty. And now the quarterback, Jesse Rocha. We are in overtime, our first overtime. Backs are in the eye. And this is going to be a false start. Right side of the line jumped. So now the Thunder starting from the 15. Handoff, Ingram running to the left side, slips a tackle. He gets it inside the 10 and down to about the 7-yard line. Earl and Luna on the tackle of Ingram after a 7, close to an 8-yard pickup. Molinar with Burrows, the tight end, on the left side on the lead block, and give it right back to Ingram. He slipped on his initial descent, and he is going to be dropped, and that's Luna again, along with Elvis. Thank you very much, Ortiz. 3rd and goal from the 9. AZ Thunder has not scored since their first possession of the game back in quarter number 1. 6-6 tie. All they have to do is score some points. Any points will give them the win. Timeout, AZ Thunder. Both teams talking it over. This is APM Video Sports. Third and goal from the 9 of D1. Jackson goes in motion. And they give to Ingram, and he just did not have a chance. Now you have 4th down. Now you wonder sometimes maybe in a situation like this, I think that 3rd down play, as Ingram shaking up for the 2nd time, might have almost called for a tight end pass. And when I mean tight end, either Brady Burrows or what about Jamorian Jackson? But instead, it is 4th down, and Molinar is in the kick. He has had countless of 2-point conversions here out of the hold of Rodriguez. The snap is down for the championship. The low kick looked like it might have even hit Lancer, and it's no good. And so now we go into our second overtime, and the AZ Thunder will get the ball first. And I think this might be an advantage because they were just out there on offense, and it gives what is probably a tired defense a chance to rest a little more. So they're going to screen it out to Roebuck. He makes a catch inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's found the promised land. What a tremendous individual effort by Dominic Roebuck on a screen pass from Jesse Rocha. He got some lead blocking, but he did a lot of that on his own, and it's 12-6. And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. If they hit this game's over. D1 does not kick extra points. Rocha, a late addition to the lineup here. Rodriguez, 4, I think the championship, and it is going to be just short. So it's 12-6, but what a pass, but what a catch, and the yards after the catch, close to 15 yards after the catch. So 4 plays to get it in here to tie, and Lancer stopping Dickerson on 1st down and 10. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. We have some major gust going on here at Moon Valley High School. 2nd down. Can D1 push this to a 3rd overtime? They trail 12-6. They have the ball. They're in the all-black uniforms. The defending spring champions from a year ago. Dickerson, toss pitch, slips one guy, gets around the right edge, and he's all the way down to the 1. Guadiana saves the touchdown. So it's now 3rd down. They got 2 snaps of the ball to go, literally a half a yard. That ball is literally inside the 1 yard line. Can the Thunder do it? Goal line stand needed. Williams calls his own number, and he did not make it, and the ball came loose. And the Thunder has it, but they're going to say Williams was down. Molinar getting in there along with Vineyard and a couple of others. I'm sure Lancer. So now the game on the line. 4th and inches to the goal. D1 looking to tie it up here in the 2nd overtime. Williams at quarterback, gives a sharp, he's straight ahead. He looked like he broke the plane in the end zone. The officials confer. The knee was down at the half-yard line, and he did not make it. He did not make it. And the 2017 U11 AYSL State Championship belongs to the undefeated and #1 ranked Arizona Thunder. They do it with a final score of 12-6. What a stop there at the end by the AZ Thunder. What a tremendous job. Roebuck with the touchdown in overtime. Gets a big hug from his mom, and it's pandemonium on the field. We'll be back with some post-game on the APN Network in just a moment.